They ignored my autism until it was their kid. When I was a kid, I was different. I didn't make eye contact. I was very particular about my routines, and loud noises could send me into a meltdown. My parents brushed it off as just being weird or too sensitive. Teachers suggested testing, but my family thought that was nonsense and refused. So I grew up masking it, pretending I was fine while feeling completely out of place in my own home. They never took me seriously, never tried to understand me. I remember once at dinner, I asked if we could turn off the blaring TV because the sound physically hurt my ears. My dad laughed and told me to stop being dramatic. That was the moment I knew they weren't going to change. When I turned 19, I moved out. A year later, after struggling on my own, I finally went to a specialist. Turns out I was on the autism spectrum. It was a weird mix of relief and sadness. Relief that there was a reason for everything I'd felt my whole life. Sadness that my family could have helped me if they'd just listened. Fast forward about 10 years. I barely spoke to my family except for the occasional holiday. Then my sister called. Her 7-year-old son was having trouble in school. Meltdowns, sensory issues, avoiding social interaction. They had no idea what was going on. I listened quietly, then told her I thought he might be autistic, like me. There was a long silence on the phone. She finally said, like, you? Wait, so you actually have that? Turns out my diagnosis was something they either forgot or chose to ignore. I explained everything I'd learned over the years, the strategies, the therapies, the small changes that could make his life so much easier. 2 weeks later, my nephew was officially diagnosed. My sister called me again, this time crying, apologizing for how they treated me when I was younger. She said she wished they had known. I told her I wished they had listened. But I still helped her and my nephew, because I'm not the cold, unfeeling monster they made me out to be. Sometimes, the people who ignored your struggles will one day need the knowledge you fought to get on your own.